Hi all, I'm Katie. I'm Annie's little sister. First of all, I'd like to thank my parents for this party and everyone else who was involved in making this beautiful celebration of Annie and Brandon's love happen and be so special. We love you so much, and I'm so happy and grateful to be so involved in such a momentous occasion. As the date of the wedding got closer and closer, I really tried hard to think about the first time I met Brandon, but honestly, by the time I met him face to face, Annie had already told me so much about him and showed me so many pictures that were honestly somewhat momentous. What stands out more clearly in my mind actually is the morning after the first date. As Annie and I snuggled up on the couch that morning, she swiped me through this guy's profile. It told me about how he's super good at sports and was Mr. Dog in high school and in college, but wasn't scary or intimidating at all. She showed me a picture of him standing between two beautiful women who looked nothing like him, but it was okay because it turned out to actually be his sisters. Who, by the way, he had told her already he loved very much. Finally, we got to the picture of him from his family's annual Christmas party. I'm sure you all know the picture I'm talking about. It's one of him with his fancy Christmas suit on. So, yeah, needless to say, I sort of loved Brandon before I even met him. After finally meeting Brandon, and the more I got to know him, the more excited I got to think of his and Annie's future together. That might sound sort of presumptuous, but in my defense, Brandon's sort of awesome. And the more I got to know Brandon, the more I respected him, and the more I loved him. That first summer with him, he sort of inserted himself into Annie's, and therefore the rest of my family's life in the best way. That summer, Brandon would come over Saturday nights, and my mom would frantically put together a delicious meal. We'd eventually throw some blankets and pillows on the couch that Brandon politely said that he fit on, but definitely didn't. And Sunday mornings, we took turns making our coffee. Sometimes Mom would make us pancakes before church. During this time, Brandon became family, and we loved him. We saw firsthand his gentleness and his kind nature. From Annie, we learned how talented, hardworking, and steady he is. And from that, we learned of his insane and completely unwarranted humility. What I love most about this new person in our life, though, is how much he loves my sister. Today, on her wedding day, Annie is simply beautiful. She is charming, elegant, poised, and gorgeous bride. Looking at her, though, part of me just wants to tell everyone about Annie, the girl I spent my summers with, running around barefoot outside and being bad at sports together. Annie Tasto had some ugly-ass teeth, freckles, and straight bangs. She was that twirly little girl who spent her 12th birthday with 2 broken arms. I want to share these things, not because I'm her little sister trying to take her down a notch on her big day, but because those things are what make her so humbly awesome. So easy to be with, and also makes her the funniest person I know. I have felt somewhat overwhelmed at the prospect of putting my love for my sister into words to speak in front of so many people, to try to convince you all, incredible she is. June, my father, and everyone else who's spoken, either today or yesterday, have done a lovely job twisting my sister, her accomplishments, and download qualities. But there is an indescribable depth to her that very few are lucky to witness. Brandon is someone I don't have to explain this to, because he sees and loves her for all that she is. So Brandon, I cannot thank you enough for loving my sister, not just for her beauty and special grace, which are so obvious and healing, but also for loving her when she drools a little bit, when she's excited to be telling the story. Or the way that she'll full out sing while walking in a crowded mall. Or when she has her friend JC over for a midnight crump dance party for just the 3 of us. Brandon, thank you for rightfully appreciating her humor to the same extent that I thought only a special few of us did. And thank you for not just respecting, but loving my sister, whose compassionate heart has made her a woman of conviction and incredible ambition. I I think that you know how incredibly lucky you are to be the one my sister calls her husband. I love you so much, Annie and Brandon, and hope you'll join me in a cheers to the